Okay, yeah, so sorry about not uploading this entry with the last entry, but it was towards the end of the day. I realized that this entry, and when I first did it, I didn't have my mic on. I was too tired to re-upload it again last night, so here it is. Also, this is the 20th entry towards the series, and I've started to realize that what's the point of trying to surprise which dinosaur we're going to be talking about today when it's in the title? It's like that's useless banter, kind of like what I'm doing right here right now. So the only thing I'm finna state is that I'm going to switch this entry up just a little bit, because I'm going to let the carnivore fight or run around and try to eat people. We're going to see what's going to happen, basically. Little chaos theory in action. And yeah, well, nothing to say there. Let's just talk about this dinosaur. Let's get him out the way. Giganotosaurus Carolini. Everybody clap your hands. Okay, so hope y'all got 15 minutes to spare, because that's about how long this is gonna take. So Giganotosaurus means giant southern lizard. Code name for the park was Giga. Diet, as you can tell, hopefully as you can tell by these magnificent teeth that lines the jaw of this guy, number one, is a carnivore. And a height of 4.9 to 6.1 meters, which is about 14 to 20 feet tall. Had a length of 12 to 14 meters, which is about 40 to 46 feet long. It weighed anywhere from 6 to 8.5 tons, which is 12,000 to 17,000 pounds. Lived in South America. Wasn't really created for any of the parks, being the first one in '93 or Jurassic World when it opened back in whenever they said it did, 2004 or 5. Birth type A, like majority of these dinosaurs. Oh, dang. Unlucky fellow. Movie appearances will be Jurassic World. Hybrid use only, mainly. Shut up, Claire. When it says hybrid use only, meaning that its genetic material was used for the creation of the Indominus Rex, it didn't physically appear. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, cut. It can't really say it made an appearance if it was cut. Anyway, notable game appearances would include Warpath, Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, Jurassic Park Builder, Jurassic World Evolution, which you're seeing on the screen, and you have comic appearances for Jurassic Park Redemption 5. But before I get oh look, they're gonna fight. Get him, Gigante. Claire, are you just gonna keep commenting and interrupting? That's rude. Look, Gigante, you better not lose, my man. I just find it hilarious how he ran out to eat some people and run back in to kick some ass, but okay. Oh shit. He is losing. It's just hilarious because the first time I did this he was winning. But whatever. Like I was saying, name pronunciation. The way it is said is you think it would be Giganotosaurus because it's a G, but the way it's actually said is Giganotosaurus, which makes it sound like it has a J in it. But that's just a weird little tidbit in case y'all care. Moving on, though, it says that the Giganotosaurus is currently one of the largest known meat-eating dinosaurs ever. For many years, Tyrannosaurus held that record, although bits and pieces of Carcharodontosaurus and Spinosaurus showed that they were as large as any individual Rex. Then in 1995, paleontologists Rodolfo Coria and Leonardo Salgado reported the discovery of a new meat-eater bigger than any tyrant lizard. They named the giant dinosaur Giganotosaurus Carolini. Or Carolini. Questions for later. Bone for bone, it was larger than the largest skeleton of T-Rex ever found. The skull alone was 5 feet, which is about 1.5 meters long. And then what's more, a lower jawbone was later found from an individual even bigger than the first one. But okay, here's the kicker. This individual that was supposed to be bigger, it says that it had a skull that was about 1.5 meters long, which we just discussed is 5 feet. Which is the same as the other one, which was 5 feet, which is 1.5 meters long. So was it bigger or not? I think that was a typo. But like the name suggests, Giganotosaurus was a gigantic dinosaur. So when Giganotosaurus was alive, the most common plant eaters in South America were the Titanosaur sauropods. So you're thinking of like Argentinosaurus or something like that. It says while a single Giganotosaurus could kill a young Titanosaur, it would take many Giganotosauruses to bring down a giant adult. Originally, there was no evidence that Giganotosaurus even hunted in groups, but a recent discovery from slightly younger rocks show that they indeed may have lived in packs of 6 to 12 or more individuals. Now that's kind of scary, because Giganotosaurus is, as we just discussed, about 45-46 feet long. At least by the fossil record, the biggest one ever found was around that long. That's longer than your normal school bus. So you gotta imagine that there's 6 of these things walking around, and you mean to tell me if they were still around today that you could run into a pack of 6 to 12 of these things on a good day? I hate to see how many you could run into on a bad day. Moving on, story-wise for the franchise, genetic material of Giganotosaurus was used in possession of InGen by the year 2014 and was used in the creation of the genetic hybrid Indominus Rex. Trivia: an artistic render of Giganotosaurus created by the Natural History Museum is seen on the wall of one of the stores inside Jurassic World's Main Street. I don't know if y'all caught that, because I sure didn't. Despite being grouped with Albilosaurs, Carnotaurus, Mayungasaurus, and Rugops, and being called an Albilosaur on the website, it is actually a Carcharodontosaurus. Good job, Gigante Jr. Now go heal up. Now that's interesting. How can you confuse Giganotosaurus with an Albilosaur? The characteristic of an Albilosaur is that they had short, stubby arms, even smaller than a Rex. So, and that they were smaller than the Carcharodontosaurus. There is no such thing as an Albilosaur that's bigger than a Tyrannosaur. Another interesting tidbit in case you all care. Game appearances. Oh, hold on. We're having some technical difficulties here. It's doing that thing again when I can't touch the actual drop down button. Okay, let's try this again. For the aiming section, it says that for the Lost World Jurassic Park, Giganotosaurus was featured on the Raptors Gallery of the PlayStation, the original PlayStation and Sega Saturn game, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Apparently, it was cut from the game in favor of Tyrannosaurus Rex and Allosaurus. You know, I never looked at those galleries. I never really cared too much to do so. Damn, you dead, sir. But, I'm gonna go look those up. It says that for Warpath Jurassic Park, which is where I actually first heard about this gigantic creature, is that the Giganotosaurus appeared in the game Warpath Jurassic Park. It was misspelled as Giganotosaurus. I actually do remember that. And it's codenamed as Giga. It has 3 colors, blue, brown, and a white red. Kind of like a candy cane if I remember correctly. The Giganotosaurus shares a similar battle style with Carcharodontosaurus and Albertosaurus, and his battle stage is the paddock. I don't know if many of y'all ever got to play that, but it was a fun game for its time. Actually, I'll play it again if I had the chance. Or if like somebody like Who makes Mortal Kombat? NetherRealm Studios get their hands on it, or the people that make Bloody Roar get their hands on it. I mean, somebody, come on now. That's free money just waiting to be capitalized off of. But for Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder, it says Giganotosaurus is one of the carnivore 3s that can be created in the Park Builder. Now for the Park Builder iOS app, it says that Giganotosaurus can be created. Its DNA sample is rare and can only be acquired by playing tournament mode. Jurassic World the game, another iOS application, says that it is a rare carnivore, and since September 30th of 2015, a fully maxed Giganotosaurus could be mixed with a fully maxed Euoplocephalus to make the hybrid Giganocephalus. Jurassic World Evolution, as you're seeing here, merely states that it just makes an appearance. No info on whatsoever on its creation or anything like that. Interesting. Very interesting. Then we're moving on to the comic series of Jurassic Park Redemption, which merely states that Giganotosaurus was on the covers of both issues for Redemption 4 and 5. In the cover for Jurassic Park Redemption 4, it was towering over a human female, while in the cover for Redemption 5, it was being attacked by a mosasaur and a velociraptor pack. I think they were feathered in that one, right? Can't remember. It also states that it was one of the dinosaurs recreated by Dr. Henry Rue under the orders of Peter Ludlow, aka L. Wood, and was among the dinosaurs that were released by Lewis Dodgson. Henry Rue was always behind some type of disaster. Giganotosaurus, the first Jurassic Park, Jurassic World with Indominus, and then Fallen Kingdom with Indoraptor. Like, I don't know if he's ever going to learn his lesson. It's going to take him getting eaten by something for him to learn his lesson. It also says that a Giganotosaurus travels to a nuclear power plant believing it's alarmed to be a Giganotosaurus mate. Tim Murphy tries to distract the giant theropod with a truck, but it tips his vehicle over. However, a pack of velociraptors soon attack the Giganotosaurus, afterward where it is led into the water and is killed by the mosasaur. Mosasaur saves the day again, apparently. Now for the behind the scenes. Y'all know how much I love being behind the scenes. Get just a little bit more information that's always been vital so far toward this series. And it says that Giganotosaurus was once rumored to be the dinosaur antagonist of Jurassic World, back then called Jurassic Park 4, before Indominus Rex was revealed to be the antagonist. However, it did appear in the film in a sense, as its genetic material was used in Indominus Rex's creation. Go ahead, Gigante Jr. He is racking up the kills here. But I still don't call that an appearance. Just because your genetic material was used doesn't mean you made an appearance. That's like being a sperm donor at a sperm bank, but you physically made them saying you physically made the child. No. If your sperm was used in the sperm bank for artificial insemination, you weren't there. And for this last bit of information, it merely states that Giganotosaurus was featured in some concept art for Fallen Kingdom. However, Colin Trevorrow confirmed there was no plans for it to be added into the final cut. So maybe it'll be in the third film. Who knows? To me, I think it'd be a certainly nice way to close out the series, especially if the third Jurassic World movie is supposed to be the final movie. It's definitely the end of the trilogy for that series. So why not close it off with Giganotosaurus? Have it do battle with Rexy. Maybe it'll kill Rexy. I don't know. Maybe that'll piss fans off just as much as the Spinosaurus did. More questions for later. But yeah, this was a short entry, mainly because Giganotosaurus has never been fully integrated into the Jurassic Park / World franchise properly. So here's hoping that, like the Dilophosaurus, it'll get something other than screen time. And with that being said, this is Super King Ghidorah telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell button down for more. And also subscribe to my fellow ROG members, Serene Mind 1412, February, Glowbox, and the like, as we all like to get together sometimes and live stream some games. More content, you can find that all down below on the channel. And I'll see you all next time. Peace out.